Championships. The year before that, in 2019, PRISCIANDARO got a gold in the European Youths, and in 2018 got a gold in the European Juniors. So these two have got some silverware between them. PRISCIANDARO was really busy in that first fight against Babi Agmor. Throws a good one too. Never stopped throwing it really, and that's what won her the fight. Final instructions from Kim Jong-jin. So PRISCIANDARO of Italy in the red. Gonzalez Ortega of Spain in the blue. PRISCIANDARO will box out of the southpaw stance. Gonzalez Ortega, an orthodox fighter. And as I said, these two have won plenty between them. PRISCIANDARO, a youth and junior European champion. Gonzalez Ortega with a silver in the European Youths in 2020, losing to Diana Ermakova, who went out early here against Gitica. PRISCIANDARO just reaching for that backhand a little bit that time. Gonzalez Ortega just staying out of range at the moment, hasn't thrown an awful lot of self. Feint there from PRISCIANDARO. Just short with the left hand there, PRISCIANDARO. She's holding the center of the ring for the most part. Nice right hand there from Gonzalez Ortega. That was solid. PRISCIANDARO was opening out to throw her left, and good hand speed there from the Spaniard. Good fight, this. Gonzalez Ortega just circling, looking to try and step in and find openings. PRISCIANDARO with that nice kind of rhythm about her boxing that we saw in that previous fight. It is about the 1-2 for her. She throws very little else. Right hand there from Gonzalez Ortega, maybe got through. There's the backhand from PRISCIANDARO. That definitely reached this time. Just short with the left that time. Right hand there from Gonzalez Ortega, just moving off to her left and through that right, and found PRISCIANDARO, and she's got to get off that punching line as much as she can, try and keep PRISCIANDARO turning, because if she stands straight in front of her, then she knows what's coming, and PRISCIANDARO's not a basic fighter. She doesn't just pile in throwing that 1-2 relentlessly apropos of nothing. She looks to try and set it up. So if you stay on the end of that, if you stay at that distance, then you've got a problem. You've got to make sure that that is not where you spend your time. She's got nice balance, PRISCIANDARO. Small movements with the feet, always looking just to get close enough to throw that. Trusting that she can judge that distance.
Seconds out, please.
Lets her go nice and loose. You don't really see her fall in behind it, overcommit to it. If it's not going to get there, then she's happy enough with that. No big deal if it doesn't reach. She'll just look to reset and go again. She doesn't reach for it, is what I'm saying, basically. Sometimes with fighters, if a punch isn't quite going to get there, then they just reach for it. Weight goes forward, and that's what leaves them in a vulnerable state, really. Nice feet there from PRISCIANDARO. Gonzalez Ortega tried to come forward herself. She's maybe a little bit too respectful of her opponent here, Gonzalez Ortega. I think she's slightly wary of PRISCIANDARO, and as a result, maybe a bit cautious. Left hand there from the Italian got through, and another one as Gonzalez Ortega was looking to throw her right. She's got to take a few risks here, I think. Spanish fighter. Nothing gung-ho, nothing reckless, but she's on the retreat there. PRISCIANDARO's able to maneuver around the ring. She just pushed her back into the corner there, just with that front foot pressure, shaping, looking like she's going to throw the 1-2. She wasn't going to throw it because she wasn't in range to throw it, but it's just that kind of threat of it. Gonzalez Ortega coming forward there, but just crowds herself a little bit.
Minutito, Carmen, minuto, vamos. Box. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Claro. Mira. Tapadita, baja la tapadita. No te tires. Pon la ribota ahora.
Good feet again there from PRISCIANDARO. Just took herself out, just half a step back because she knew that Gonzalez Ortega was committing. She could see it, and then popped off the 1-2. She's a clever fighter. Clever fighter. You can see why she's won what she's won. It's a simple method she's got too. She knows what works for her. As I said, she'll throw the odd hook, but not very often. It's about that 1-2. And good use of the feet. Bell goes at the end of the second. Just feinting with the front foot there. You can't see the feet, but you can see from the upper body that that's what she's doing. And then, as I said, she's done a good job of just manoeuvring Gonzalez Ortega back into corners, getting her where she wants her, just bit by bit. She'll just corral her around the ring.
Third round.
So it's the third and final round. Erika PRISCIANDARO of Italy in the red. in the blue, Gonzalez Ortega of Spain, and she was looking to be a bit more aggressive there, but PRISCIANDARO caught her with the 1-2, and then a left hand over the top. And the Spaniard will look to try and press in this final round. She needs to. And that could play into PRISCIANDARO's hands, just picking those feet up. That's just a little idiosyncrasy that she's got. Left hand did reach, and that time it fell a little bit short. Right to the body there from Gonzalez Ortega. Gonzalez Ortega, throughout the course of the fight, really has just been wary of committing. As I said, I think she's got a lot of respect for PRISCIANDARO, maybe a little bit too much. I'm not entirely convinced she really believed that she could win this fight. It's been that kind of a performance. As she throws the right hand there, she was kind of almost pulling out even before she threw it. Left hand there from Gonzalez Ortega. Did catch PRISCIANDARO. Falling short with the 1-2 that time, PRISCIANDARO, but just stepped on Gonzalez Ortega again, who was backed up towards the red corner, heading up towards the final 30 seconds of this women's light flyweight bout between PRISCIANDARO of Italy in the red, Gonzalez Ortega of Spain in the blue. Right hand from Gonzalez Ortega, but then she just got caught in range, landed the punch, but the feet got stuck, really. And PRISCIANDARO looking to try and work right to the end. Throwing that left hand. And that's a dominant display from the Italian. As you saw on the scoring, she swept the board at the ends of rounds 1 and 2. And I suspect she'll have done the same in the third there, so that should be her through to the quarterfinals, where she will face Zatuni, of course, who we just saw. What you have to like about PRISCIANDARO is that, as I said, she keeps things simple. Good fundamentals, good balance, good feet. Just bringing her feet out there, throws those feints, looks to try and tempt her opponent in. And when she throws that 1-2, which she does a lot, but when she throws it, if it doesn't make it, she's not bothered.
In the ring big, win on point, but about unanimous decision from the red corner, Erika, PRISCIANDARO, Italy.
So unanimous decision, 3-0 on all 3 of the judges' scorecards. That'll be one of the easier fights they've had to adjudicate over the course of these championships. And she was definitely one of the pre-tournament favourites, PRISCIANDARO, and she's made it through to the last 8.